welcome to Cloud Rants. Today, Jens and I will talk a little bit about OpenStack. We all know OpenStack was one of the hottest topic in enterprise IT for the last few years. But Jens, it has, I think, cooled down a little bit on the one hand, but it has also matured a lot on the other.
Right. So I would say if I look at the magazines, the print magazines in Germany, other topics like containers have kind of pushed OpenStack out and pushed it away. But we still see the customers at big ones normally like Amadeus, the flight booking provider, or Volkswagen in Germany. And I've heard about other like large car manufacturers are using it. You don't see it the normal size companies, the middle sized ones normally.
Mm-hmm. And you think that is because it just makes more sense for those guys to buy something more turnkey, like those hyper-converged or converged infrastructure boxes where there's already VMware installed?
Right, or if you don't need like the API access to OpenStack, then I would rather go if I were like the CIO of a middle-sized or even large company for something like vRealize automation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. And this is really a little bit like hyperscale computing, right? That's when Facebook published their own standard, and that's all very good. You can use commodity infrastructure, you replace whole racks, and the economies of scale are fantastic when you do it that way. But on the other hand, you need a hell of a lot of knowledge, right? You can't just go as a mid-sized enterprise, even sometimes as a large enterprise, and say, let's forklift a bunch of commodity racks in there and throw this stuff on there. And if you're not careful, you're stuck with, you're locked into a bad situation.
Right. So, of course, those typical vendors in the OpenStack space like Red Hat, Mirantis, and even VMware, they provide great support, but still people might not be happy with like the out-of-box functionality of OpenStack. They need developers who customize the system. So, yeah, then there you are.
And I think there's one big tendency that we are seeing in the marketplace here, and that is third-party vendors, even startups like ZeroStack or Stratascale or similar Silicon Valley guys that offer managed OpenStack on-site to their customers, which remains to be seen if customers want that. The argument is often, you have KVM, you don't have to worry about KVM admins, we'll manage this for you as a private cloud in your data center, and the control plane is in our SaaS infrastructure in our data center. So it's another approach to get OpenStack a little bit more out to the masses.
Well, but then you somehow depend on a kind of startup, and do you know if it will survive? So, not sure if this approach is a good one.
Yeah, I mean, what happens, because the OpenStack is always not generic OpenStack, right? It's a certain twist of OpenStack. It's not. The modules are always adjusted and customized. So, thank you, Jens. This was EMA Cloud Rants.
Thanks, Torsten.